Today we're going to talk to you about the controls that you need to know to get the vehicle moving for your first lesson. Steering wheel, transmission, brake, throttle, and how to adjust your seat. Stick around, we'll be right back with that information. Welcome back. Talking today about the controls that you need to know for your first driving lesson so you can get going, start practicing in preparation for passing your driver's test. So, steering wheel, you need to adjust the steering wheel. Most steering wheels on late model cars in this day and age are going to have a tilt, so they're going to be able to move up and down. Generally, what I recommend for new students is to have the top of the steering wheel at the top of the instrument panel so you can have a good view of the instrument panel. And know that steering wheels turn 1.5 in each direction. For a right turn, for example, you're going to turn it 1 revolution to go around on a right turn. Most turns on curves and corners, you're going to turn it about 1/4 of a turn. That's how much you work the steering wheel. The seat, put your foot underneath the brake pedal on the floor and then adjust it so you're back and forth so you have a slight bend in the knee and you can comfortably reach the throttle and the brake. The back of the seat, adjust it forwards and backwards here. There's a lever down here so that when you put both hands on the steering wheel, you have a nice bend in the elbow here. So that's the seat. Seat belt. The seat belt comes across and pull it farther than you need it. Hold the bottom piece, clip it in, and then pull the shoulder strap tight. Make sure the bottom piece is across your hips and this is across your shoulder. If this is cutting into your neck, the lap belt, there's an adjustment here that you can move it up and down on the side of the car here. Head restraint. It's not a headrest. It's not some place to rest your head. At minimum, the top of this should be at the top of your ears, all right? And again, you should be 25 centimeters or 10 inches from the steering wheel. For some of you that are going to be shorter, you're going to be a little bit closer, but try and get as far away as you can because the airbag in the event of a crash is going to deploy. Oh, next thing we want to do, key is in the ignition, or you might have a push start. You have to put your foot on the brake pedal for the vehicle to start. Or put your foot on the brake pedal and turn it, hold it approximately in 2 seconds until the vehicle starts. The parking brake is on. So the way that we put it into gear, transmissions, hold it, click the button on the front of the selector, pull it back. As soon as you put pressure on it, let go of the button and pull it all the way down. It will stop in drive. And for the purposes of getting going, you only need to know park, reverse, neutral, and drive. It's not R for race, okay, on an automatic transmission. Drive is forward, neutral is the vehicle's not going to move, and if you just push this forward, the gear selector, it'll stop in neutral. It will not go into reverse. And if you want to go into reverse, you got to push the button on the front again and then into reverse. And on newer cars, you're going to have a backup camera, and the backup camera will come on automatically when you put it into reverse. So we're getting ready to go. We've got the parking brake on. You have to put the parking brake on every time you park the vehicle for the purposes of your driving test. Start doing that right from the beginning. Push the release button. As soon as you put pressure on the selector, let go of the button, pull it down, it stops in drive. You're still holding the foot brake. Now release the parking brake. It's either going to be on the floor and you push it in and it'll release, or it's a handheld one and you'll put that down. So now we're in drive. We've got our foot on the brake pedal, and now 2 hands on the steering wheel, looking in the direction we want to go, and we work the throttle and the vehicle will move forward. 1 foot is going to work both the throttle and the brake. Work with the ball of your foot, so make sure the heel of your foot is on the floor. You have comfortable shoes on, trainers and those types of things. Don't try and wear high heels or some crazy heavy work boot or whatnot. Wear trainers or running shoes, and then work the throttle with the ball of your foot or the toes, and just kind of put your toes like that and then work the throttle and have the heel on the thing. And then you don't move your heel to work the brake pedal. You just rotate your foot to the left and apply the brake pedal. So it should be pivoting on throttle with the ball of your foot. And then when you want to apply the brake, you don't lift your foot up, just move it across and apply the brake. And then back to the throttle. Okay, you cannot 2-foot drive for the purposes of a driving test. Put your foot on the brake, the vehicle will come to a stop. And the reverse for stopping, put it into park, all the way into park. You're still holding the foot brake, apply the parking brake, and now the vehicle is secure. You can turn it off. So, first lesson, in a parking lot or low density traffic, steering wheel, automatic transmission, throttle, the brake, the parking brake, your seat belt, and adjusting your seat. Stick around to the end for funny bits. For another video, click here, and remember, pick the best answer, not necessarily the right answer. Have a great day. Bye now. Seatbelt, you're going to adjust the seatbelt to get going here. Comes across. This would be so much easier if I didn't have to pee.